While the number of Syrian refugees in neighboring countries and around the world has reached 4 million, the number of people who have lost their homes and are still in Syria has risen to almost 7 million. Annenberg Media's Walid El-Atrache traveled to the city of Sweida in southern Syria to speak to some of those affected.
This is the city of Sweida, one of few cities in Syria that have been spared the fighting that has ravaged most of the country for the past 5 years. More than 100,000 Syrians from rebel-held areas and combat zones have sought refuge in Sweida, a city of only 150,000 people before the war. The Red Crescent is one of the main non-profit organizations looking after Syrians taking refuge within their own country. Mahmoud fled the northern city of Aleppo just a few days ago.
We left Aleppo with our children so we could be safe. Here, we consider ourselves safe. We need whatever help we can get, and we came today to get some supplies.
Red Crescent volunteers provide food, blankets, supplies, as well as medical care and counseling.
I am from Dera. We have fled the fighting there, and we need help in the form of food and moral support. Our children and we have been exposed to horrific scenes of violence and bombing. We ran out of food and could not even get basic services like electricity. Here, we feel safe. We are getting the help we need and everything's available. There is no violence here, and this is what we want for our children.
The head of the Sweida branch of the Syrian Red Crescent explains how the organization works.
Our volunteers have been trained to run our emergency unit, and its facilities were upgraded 2 years ago in conjunction with the Global Red Cross Association. The supplies that we get come from the Red Cross, the World Food Program, as well as the Syrian government.
With the onset of the war 5 years ago, many people jumped at the opportunity to help, despite the challenging nature of the job.
We have witnessed so many psychologically difficult and heartbreaking cases. Definitely hard for us to see, but even harder for the people who endure those conditions. We are talking about people who fled with only the clothes on their back, literally leaving everything behind them.
The Red Crescent organization is not the only entity helping out people in need. Other bodies, such as Organization for Cancer Patients, Bread for Everyone, and even the church are providing assistance on everything from medical care to food and shelter.
Since the war started, we've been helping all the internally displaced, the same way we used to help the needy before the war. Here, we have a clinic, a laboratory, as well as a physiotherapy unit. Despite our limited capabilities, we try as much as possible to treat those who need medical attention.
The Wisdom Center, founded in conjunction with the Greek Orthodox Church 10 years ago, started out as a project to help the needy. But when the war in Syria broke out, the center extended its services to all those who couldn't afford medical care from all corners of the country. Now the center treats up to 50 patients a day.
The center offers medical services to all citizens, almost at no cost to them. We currently get more patients because of the war. All doctors and medical staff who work at the facility do not charge patients for their services. We work on rotating shifts to ensure specialists are available every day. The number of physiotherapy patients we receive every day ranges from 20 to 30. We treat them for all sorts of injuries.
Even though the conflict has divided Syrians in several parts of the country, most of them remain united by extending all the help and support they can to those who need it. But supply shipments are undependable, and sanctions restrict the flow of essentials such as chlorine to purify water. For Annenberg Media, I'm Walid El-Atrache.